Disappointing loss in Shanghai to Andy Murray. The last time we saw Roger Federer was outplayed really by Murray in so many departments of the game. That perhaps the slightly more worrying aspect of it. Bellucci to start the second. What did you take out of that victory for Murray? Over Federer specifically.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head on the day. He was better in just about every department. For me, Andy never really looked threatened by Roger. He's got a good record against Federer as well, has Murray. I want to say he leads them 9-7 now. I think it was 8-7 before that matchup.
Andy Murray due to be here, but withdrawing earlier last week. Second year in a row that Murray has made a rather late withdrawal from this event. And in fact, I ended up taking some stick for it. I went to get an ice cream yesterday and the chap said to me, "Where's Murray?" I said, "Well, don't blame me, I'm just British. It's not my fault." He said he keeps saying he's going to come here and he never does. I don't know. Of course, big end to the season. I think for Murray to win in London would be huge to round off. Just be kind of the icing on the cake, really, I think, for him to win the to be World Tour Finals.
Got his first major, he's got the Olympic gold. Serve has been effective. This court isn't quick, so it receives the topspin well. It really grips into the surface and comes off at a vicious angle.
Good aggression off the left court from Bellucci. Really had to get the ball up and down quickly. Difficult part of the court.
First game, second set.
Sporting his nation's colours tonight. Yellow and of course a little green in there wouldn't go and miss, but.
Coming a fair bit tonight.
15 up.
Such a good play against a player who's so deep in the court. Just take time away from him.
Same serve again, Bellucci stung one more time. Federer remains really untroubled, pretty much behind serve so far.
1 game all.
Federer an impressive 52-2 this year when he wins the opening set. I'm trying to think who is the two is. Well, he's actually won the opening set of a match, but gone on to lose. 52-2. Off the top of your head. There you go. Give me a trivia question. Federer's had 2 losses this year after winning the opening set. Who were they against? Rob Koenig tennis or at Nick Lester? Let us know.
So casual from Federer, who drops another game, and Bellucci edges ahead in this second set. Can he build some momentum, build a lead? 2-1.
Time.
The St Jakobshalle this week, of course, an event that runs alongside that in the event in Valencia. A bit of a cull there of top seeds with Raonic going out today. His late charge for London, if there was to be one, is all but evaporated. And now others as well that are struggling there. Yesterday, of course, Tipsarevic and Tsonga both not completing a set. Isner gone as well today from that particular event. He lost to David Goffin. Close 3-setter.
I must say we've already got a correct answer to the question. The question was, if you went with us towards the end of that last game, Federer's lost twice this year after winning the opening sets. Who were those 2 losses against? Pranav 1992's got it.
Fire away then. Put us out of our misery.
Of course, it was Nadal at the Australian Open where he won the opening set there 7-6, but ended up losing in 4 eventually to Rafa. And that old guy John Isner cropping up again in Davis Cup, where Roger won the first set there 6-4. Went on again to lose in 4 sets.
Oh no, that is extraordinary. It truly is remarkable.
2 games on.
It was almost a delay because I don't think the crowd could quite believe what they just saw.
Now that portfolio of great shots just keeps on getting better and bigger. America's happy with that one. She likes it.
Severin's like, yeah, next year, Davis Cup, #1.
Love 15.
Severin, who travels, of course, for much of the year with Federer. Has a family of his own, doesn't he, Rob? I think Severin.
I'm not sure.
Paul Annacone not here this week.
On. Bellucci.
Well, it's a competitive second set thus far, with Bellucci holding his own here,
Bellucci leads 3 games to 2.
ahead by 3 games to 2. Well, they come here draped in their RF scarves, their RF shirts, their RF hats, any sort of memorabilia really, or fan base that this guy has here. Like it as well, you got the nice sharp suit and the RF scarf. Well, it looks good. Fresh from the office.
It's a nice rocking motion as he starts the serve. But again, it's a pattern of play that's worked so well for him this evening. Yeah, not too sure he's got that shot. Doesn't come naturally to Thomas. Backhand slice.
Federer, a quick service hold.
Three games on.
As we said earlier on, that he's unsure. He's yet to commit fully to playing Paris-Bercy next week. Of course, if he doesn't play, he'll automatically relinquish his spot at the top of the rankings. 1,000 points coming off from that particular event.
R.Federer.
Frustration coming out of Federer for relatively, well, by his standards, comfortable return. Again, there is a lot of spin on that serve. It's unusual the way it comes at you as well. Tidy, very tidy from Bellucci.
Let's have a little shot. Bunt up the line, keep himself on the same side of the court as the ball. A little bit of slice, stays nice and low.
Great serving. Expertly done.
Bellucci leads 4 games to 3.
4-3. He's done a good job in this set behind his serve. In fact, it only lost 4 points behind that serve. All set so far.
Time.
Nick Lester alongside Rob Koenig here in Basel this week. We'll be here all the way through till Sunday night for what could well be another Federer coronation. That's what they expect. Like his imperious record and the roof over his head. Certainly not come as a huge surprise. Problem he has as well is he's a good 20 feet behind the baseline when he returns that serve. He was pretty close to hitting the lines judge. He took his racket back there. Doesn't really give himself much chance. Just like to see him move forwards on the second serve here, if he can.
That's a nice angle. Hit with a heavy spin. Again, it's right around that area where the service line meets the inside alley line.
Return, very good return. Early that time, rushing Federer and drawing the unforced error. Two first serves see the danger off though. 4 games all.
4 games all.
Well, Federer just rocked back and nice little touch. See here, he's expecting the big one. Just the last minute change-up.
Oh, that's nice. Double trouble.
And Federer rather rashly hits that one and has a little stare because this one is getting interesting in this second set here. Bellucci's a game away from going the distance.
Time.
And Thomas Bellucci making quite a loud noise in this second set. 4-5 Federer. And that's not where Bellucci wants to be hitting the ball from, is it, down there? And Federer very aware of that. Almost ankle height, that ball. Right, that's ambitious.
14-15.
There's Thomas Bellucci. Hasn't come here just to be a spare part. There's Federer, who brings us to parity once more.
5 games all. Love 15.
Another blistering shot. Wasn't a great deal to work with. The slice, oh, it's pretty good, really. Look at the depth he got, but that's what you get for it.
13.
So difficult to find the guy's backhand. Look where he's hitting that shot from.
Federer's draw here this week. The next round he'll face either Lukas Kubot or Benoit Paire should he come through.
Once again, we see that ball getting a just bounce off the surface, gets plenty of purchase.
And Federer from love 30 cannot convert. And if he's to win this set, he'll have to do so via the tie.
6 games to 5. Time.
Well, on Monday night they had a ceremony here for the finest Swiss Olympians of all time. 100 years it was of the Swiss competition in the Olympics, and Federer finished second on the men's category. To an alpine skier who had won 4 golds and dominated over the last few years.
15 love.
Beautiful pickup yet again.
14 love.
It's great use of the hands. It's unflustered off what was an excellent return. Well, he unloads on a forehand, but top of the tape and into the tie break. Now we delve.
6 games all, second set tie break. Ladies and gentlemen, both players receive 1 additional challenge. Bellucci.
Continues to plug away with that serve, and it's has served him well.
Bellucci.
So the first mini break in the way of the 24-year-old from Sao Paulo. He builds on it.
3-1 Bellucci.
Just a few people inside the St. Jakobshalle are getting sweaty palms at the moment. And again, Rob, he has success with almost that kind of corkscrew sort of serve, isn't it? That kicker out wide that really troubles the world number one. Look at that.
It's an outstanding delivery. Put himself in a good position as Bellucci. One of these points and he's looking golden. Just massages it up the middle with so much control, this Federer. Look at that. Just so accurate.
4-2, Bellucci. Bellucci has 3 challenges remaining.
Yeah, I saw some good analysis the other day on a couple of tennis websites. So many out there now, aren't there, of the different serves in the game.
Okay. And what were they saying?
Well, they were actually comparing perhaps players on tour that don't have good serves. For example, somebody like, I know it's an extreme example, but somebody like Caroline Wozniacki on the women's side. And they were talking about the rotation of the upper body, how Federer's is absolutely perfect and he doesn't rotate too early. A lot of the players are opening up very quickly and it becomes very army. So Federer's is not. It's wide.
5-2, Bellucci.
There's a murmur, a collective groan as that one just drifts wide of the mark.
Yeah, tough to hit that one back up the line. I think you've got to go inside out to the bigger area of court. Even Federer with his forehand unable to control that.
Brilliant! Well, that is outstanding. The shot of the evening so far, and just to underline really the confidence that he's got in himself right now.
6-2, Bellucci.
That's a beautiful stroke. Going for broke. Had to be a clean winner. He wasn't recovering from there. Nothing better than pulling off a big shot on a big point. It's given him 4 set points.
6-3, Bellucci. Bellucci.
Of course, they went the distance, remember, earlier in the year in North America.
Persons.
Federer not willing, though, just for now, to relinquish this set.
In these 25 seconds before he hits the serve, this is where he's thinking, where do I go? Do I go out wide? Do I go for the bomb up the middle? Do I hit the heavy kicker maybe? Oh, look at the crowd in the background. Everybody's having a giggle. So is Thomas. Crowd fully engaged.
I think he knows it. It's right underneath that line. We are here in the commentary box, and I think that may have just gone.
And it was the kind of slice where it was begging the player to come in behind it, but he wasn't prepared to do that. So it's a semi-commitment to the shot, which is never good. You never get the perfect strike on the ball, and then Bellucci ends up missing it.
Bellucci has 2 challenges remaining.
Maybe anticipating the one out wide, has just got caught up on the backhand, and it's a 5th set point. Well, the evening's entertainment just got a little bit tastier here in Basel, because Thomas Bellucci, the 5th time of asking, has taken the 2nd set, and as it was in their previous meeting, we've split the opening couple of sets.
Wow, didn't see that coming. I thought indoors it would be a tough ask even for Bellucci to win 1 set off Federer. He shanked a couple of balls in the 2nd set as RF, and some untimely unforced errors have contributed to him losing this one. There it is again. I think struggling a little bit with the bounce, especially on the serve where Bellucci was outstanding. You can see that first serve points won, especially the kicker out wide on the deuce court where he was highly effective. And Bellucci did a better job of keeping the unforced errors down. Federer, a few too many, and untimely ones in their tiebreaker.
Bellucci. Final set, Federer to serve.
Roger Brenneveld, I think next to Sergio Palmieri, I think that is, the tournament director in Rome.
How good is your tennis knowledge? I'll find out right after this point. You've got to be quick on the draw. I'm not going to give you guys too much time to give me an answer. Federer lost one set as well last year en route to winning here. Who was that against? Let me know at Rob Koenig Tennis, or you can tweet Nick at Nick Lester. Federer lost one set en route to the title here last year. Who was that against? 20 seconds.
Game
60 seconds is all it took for Federer to win that particular game.
First game, final sets.
Back to normal.
Well, Perfect Tennis UK is quick on the draw, therefore he's going to get the shout out. Well done, Jonathan. Jochen Niemanen was the correct answer. He goes on to say, but he served well that day. Not like today.
And Perfect Tennis with the RF in capitals. Just to
touch. Hot on the heels of Perfect Tennis UK was BB, Carl Johansson, Tennis Inside Out, Geo Tennis, as well as Shravan 1234. Well done, guys. Good knowledge.
15 all. Bellucci 15.
First serve points won today. Bellucci's only lost 8 points behind that first serve from 41 attempts. Pretty good going. In fact, when you look at his numbers on his second serve, he's only lost 8 on his second as well. So very effective behind the serve this evening.
Oh, that's an oil painting of a backhand. I love the way he spreads the arms here as he makes contact with the ball. Smooth stroke.
absolutely critical for Bellucci, and he wasn't to have any sort of letdown. Can happen so easily after a long set. Federer with a break point.
Juice. Mr. Federer challenging the call on the left near side. The ball was called out. Pole stance. Advantage, Bellucci. Game, Bellucci.
So Federer lets him off the hook.
There are 2 challenges for